Good morning, we're here at the UK Martial Arts Show and I've been joined by the amazing Zara. You've done film work, you've been a world champion, you've done all sorts of stuff. When did your martial arts journey start?
So I started to train, and my dad took me along to my first class when I was 7 years old, and it was a Shotokan karate class in my local junior school hall. And I think sort of from the first day I really got hooked into it. I just loved the training. I think for me at that age, I probably didn't realise at the time, but just the structure and the discipline I really enjoyed. Yeah, I loved learning all different techniques, and just for the sort of 7 years that I did Shotokan, I never missed a training day. Even when I broke my arm as a sort of a young accident, still went to class and sat on the side and watched and stuff. So I was really kind of hooked right from the beginning, really.
So you had a different like professional mindset to your martial arts training from a young age then, really, because most kids, you know, they have a little scratch on the finger and they can't get out of the house.
Yeah.
Especially this day and age, I think you probably noticed that from teaching, because I noticed you've got a club as well now, which looks to be smashing it.
Yeah, no, the school's going very well, thank you. The school's growing. We about a year and a half. Sorry if I can speak. A year and a half ago, we moved premises because I had two full-time premises, two full-time schools, and so we've been away filming, and it was just hard to manage the two centres that were sort of within walking distance of each other, like 100 yards, you know, really close by. So sort of the premises we're in now came available, so it made sense to move the two locations into the one, bring them together, and we actually have 3 studios within the one location now, so it works out perfect. But you're right, sort of the mindset of maybe parents as well as students is different. I guess I'm quite lucky because my mum and dad are very supportive, and my dad's sort of grafted his whole life. You know, he's a joiner and a tradesman, so he's always, even to this day, even though he's retired, you know, if he's injured or something happens, I'm like, oh, you know, I've got to get this done, I've got to work. So different kind of mindset, and I think that was kind of instilled within us.
That work ethic.
Yeah, and just the dedication. If you're committed to doing something, then do it. And I was really passionate, and I just didn't want to miss a lesson. I didn't want to not be able to go to class because I might miss out on a new move or something like that. I was just so hooked, and I had that drive to go to class.
I noticed you do a lot of high kicks in some of your self-defence and your performance work. Have you only ever done martial arts, or have you done any gymnastics or dance or anything like that?
Before I did martial arts, my parents took me to dance classes with a few of my cousins, so I did ballet. And I don't even know how long I did that for. I remember going to a ballet lesson when I was maybe 5 years old, 5 or 6. And then from there we did some kind of tap dance and then disco dance, and I was like, this is not for me. And then I don't know what happened after that, and then martial arts was there. Yeah. So for me, it's always been martial arts. I did sports at school, different sort of team sports. And with the sort of the stunt training and screen fighting training, there's different elements that come into play. So I haven't done gymnastics per se, but elements of gymnastics and different training that we've done. But for me, it's all been martial arts. Cool. And different styles of martial arts.
Shotokan was your first art, so did you compete in that to start with? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I competed in that. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. My instructors at the time that were running the school weren't really tournament. It wasn't really a tournament school or tournament club. It was, you know, you hit someone as hard as you can, and then you're the best.
That's the Shotokan mindset, isn't it?
Different mentality.
Yeah.
So as I go into these competitions, really wanted to fight. I loved Kumite, loved it, but probably couldn't get away with some of the stuff that we did then now. Yeah. Some of the training. And so yeah, we'd go to these tournaments with no experience and not really knowing what to expect, just feeling like, yeah, I'm going to be good at it, I'm going to fight, whatever. And then get disqualified, and I'll be like, well, why do I get disqualified? Because like I won. Yeah, but it's like, no, there's rules. So I had to go away and kind of learn about the rules and stuff, and then that's when my dad sort of introduced me to kickboxing as well. There's a local kickboxing school, and he was like, okay, well, if you kind of really want to do this and get into the competition side, let's try kickboxing as well. Yeah. And then when I was going to competition, like, oh, okay, I kind of get it now. And it wasn't just a tournament-based club, but they had a great tournament team. They were very successful, and that sort of got me hooked into competing in that side of it as well.
So your world titles, was that in kickboxing?
Taekwondo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So did you do Olympic Taekwondo or ITF?
I do both styles. Yeah, I do both styles.
You've literally
cross styles.
Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, I think that's quite hard to do. I remember when I did Shotokan, when I went over to Taekwondo, that was very hard. I found that very hard at first.
Because
I was
so low starts to
absolutely
the high.
Yeah, and jumping.
Yeah.
Jumping kicks. I was like, what? This is crazy. The high kicks were fine, but it was jumping and being low to the ground.
Did you find you were pre-bouncing a lot before the jumps to start with?
Yeah. And when I went to the taekwondo school initially, I was like, okay, I think I'm okay. Like I wasn't thinking I was the best or anything like that, but I think okay, I think I've got a good base, and I think I enjoy this training. And then when the master instructor came in, I knew that okay, this is completely different, and this is that I got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Which is great, and I love to learn. I still see myself as a student. I think every day is a learning day. So, and cross-training the different styles, I just love taking different elements that I like or enjoy that I can apply that make other things make sense in different styles as well.
I noticed that you've been doing some with Samuel Kwok as well, so Wing Chun training as well, which is again a very different art.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah,
completely different. And again, for me, it's sort of I feel like a beginner again, which is great. And I think that's keeps me humble and keeps me learning as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love different styles and what they offer. For me, there's no better style or better system. There's just different ways of doing things and different applications. So for me, it's interesting to learn.
Have you got more film projects coming up?
So I'm working on a film right now called Tribal, which I'm actually co-producing, which is great but hard.
How are you managing to fit it all in between the film work, running a school, training?
It's taken a few years to kind of get to the stage where I have a great instructor team and support network, which is fantastic. And I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things I do without the instructors, without my sort of parents and all the guys at the academy that do a lot of work sort of behind the scenes as well. So it is a team effort, and it has taken a few years to get to that stage.
Is there many other women that have got to that position that you're in, to be honest? Because either they have a film career or they've got a school.
Yeah.
Not many do both, so...
I know a few friends that sort of do personal training, but they don't have a full-time premises.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that I know that have other businesses, but different types of business. So I think there's
Yeah.
still successful business women that are either filming or doing stunt work and do have businesses. Because I'm not filming 24/7. Every week I'm not on a film project or anything. So
it's condensed, isn't it, into short.
So I might be away for 3-4 weeks, and I'll be back in school again for a couple of months, and then something else might come. So it's balancing that. But initially, when I sort of was getting some work coming through, if I was away for 4 or 5 weeks, I would have a massive dropout in school.
Yeah.
And my retention.
Because people buy into you, don't they?
And I think a lot of schools and instructors, it's very much personality driven. And if you're used to training a certain way with a certain type of instructor, in the way that they deliver the class, what I mean. It's different when you have someone new. They might be the best instructor, they might be very knowledgeable, great at what they do, but it's just different. And I was sort of getting a big dropout from that. So it's taken a good few years to sort of find the balance so that people, my students and the parents at the school are not expecting me to be there 24/7. So if I am away, it's fine.
So
if I am there,
as taught by, as opposed to the,
and it also allows the leadership team and the instructor team to come through and grow and develop themselves as well, instead of it just being me taking classes or myself and my partner. It's the team now, which is perfect. So
and it gives them more responsibility as well, which they probably need to grow.
Yeah, and that's what gave me a lot of opportunities, the martial arts and the business side, and opened doors for me. And for me, it's about giving back to them as well. They're growing as people in confidence and self-esteem and learning about business as well. And we just had a few people, kind of leave their full-time job and come over to us.
That's pretty
full-time as well. So
do you feel kind of proud that you've given someone that opportunity that they probably wouldn't have had?
Yeah,
had you not have got to that position?
Absolutely, because it is a viable business and it is a viable industry. Not everybody sees that. Especially when I did it, it's like my mum and I really had to have a good heart-to-heart with my mum and dad and be like, this is what I want to do. I don't want to go to university. This is what I want to do. And they were fully supportive and they got behind me. I think any business, it takes time and you have to establish and grow and develop. And for me right now, it's a good balance between sort of the film work and running a business as well, which is very good.
Do you reckon that you're going to teach some more of the future aspiring film actors and actresses at your academy? From some of the demonstrations you've had going on, you seem to be fusing the styles together quite nicely.
I think with what I do, I think it inspires some of the kids at the school as well, and some of the adults and parents, because they love to sort of go, oh, my instructor's on film and things like that. And a lot of them want to kind of go into film or go into stunt work even and things like that. So I think it's important, and even if it's not just my instructors, but when I'm teaching at different workshops and seminars, just showcasing that as a female martial artist or businesswoman, there are opportunities out there for you, and it's, you know, there's not just one road or one path, there's so many different doors
I know,
that
like
can open.
10, 15 years ago it was kind of unheard of, like what, female, and you're going to start teaching martial arts, are you crazy? Because it was always male driven, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
my school is in Mansfield, which is quite it's sort of an old mining town type mentality. So when I first opened my school, like in 2007, there was a lot of sort of, not backlash, but you know, negative comments and energy, and you know, who do you think you are? How is this going to work? I'm a full-time school, because there weren't any full-time schools in Mansfield.
did you have guys coming in to try and pick fights and stuff, or to try and test you, wanting to put the gloves on to spar?
No, we had a window smash, we had lots of stuff that
Yeah.
happened. Okay, but it works, and we're still there, we're still going.
Yeah.
And now there must be 5 or 6 full-time schools in Mansfield, because we kind of go, actually, this does work, and
You've set the precedent.
Yeah, so that
So
actually the mindset has changed. Yeah, the school's going really well. The sort of filming stunt work is great, and at the point where it's a nice balance. And it's great to be here at the martial arts show this weekend, and I don't always get a chance to sit down and chat and network with people.
Yeah. It must be quite hard, because you are away. It's like living on the road, isn't it, all the time?
A
And
little bit. It sounds glamorous a lot of the time. Like, oh my
But
god,
it
you're in
isn't
film.
at all.
It's like, yeah, it's like
living out of a suitcase.
15-hour days, and you're living in a suitcase.
Yeah.
All out of a suitcase.
The same few sets of clothes on recycle. And
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, so the end product is fantastic, but there's a lot of hard work that goes into it, and having a support team and network behind it is really key to that. But yeah, being at the martial arts show this weekend is great. Last year I had to kind of pop in, do my seminar and go, so this year is really cool. I've got a chance to kind of
Sit
catch up with
around and-
people,
Yeah.
really kind of take in the vibe and the energy of the atmosphere of the show, which is great.
Cool. Wicked. Well, it's been really nice to have you on the couch at the weekend.
Perfect.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. So
Thank you very much.
thank you, and I hope you keep inspiring loads of ladies in the future to get involved.